So is anyone going to talk about this right here? This is Erika with Yair Netanyahu, Bibi Netanyahu's son. And now suddenly she's on Fox News speaking Hebrew, telling Candace Owens to stop. Stop what exactly? Asking questions? Covering the story, exposing inconsistencies?
It's those little things where, again, he would walk through the door, drop his bags, daddy's home, take his phone, Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, throw it in the trunk.
Hate is hate. It's evil. Charlie and I have always been very clear on our stance. Israel and Jewish people.
So Candace Owens just dropped what might be the most explosive claim yet. And this one doesn't just drag Erika Kirk into the spotlight. It pulls in Benjamin Netanyahu's son, Yair, in a way nobody saw coming. According to Candace, there's actual evidence suggesting Erika was pregnant by Yair Netanyahu. And it doesn't stop there, because what she's hinting at about what happened to that baby is where things start getting uncomfortable fast. Now, as you guys probably know, Candace doesn't usually step into something this specific unless she believes there's something backing it. And now that we have proof that Erika and Yair were actually in each other's lives long before she got married to Charlie, those old clips are hitting differently. And now everyone's asking, if this pregnancy was real, why has nobody ever talked about it publicly until now? What else is Erika hiding about her relationship with Yair Netanyahu?
With what Candace Owens said, that Charlie told someone right before he died, "I think I'm going to be killed." What's even stranger is Erika's claim that Charlie, a man known for saying that women should stay at home and raise the family, allegedly responded Erika would do a great job running.
Right after Candace dropped that claim, people started digging, and that's when that photo resurfaced. Now, this wasn't one of those random throwbacks from Erika Kirk's modeling days, or those clips people had already been dragging her for. This one hit different, because in the picture, standing right next to her was Yair Netanyahu, and right there with them, Tyler Bauer. And the second people saw it, everything shifted. The post was dated June 13th, 2019. Which, as you guys probably know, is right around the time Erika was getting close to Charlie Kirk. So immediately, the timeline started looking off. But it wasn't just who was in the photo, it was how they looked. They weren't standing like strangers at some formal event. No awkward distance, no stiff smiles. They were close, comfortable, the kind of body language you don't fake in a random political meetup. Before this photo came out, nobody was seriously entertaining the idea that Erika and Yair had any kind of past. There was no reason to. Their worlds didn't publicly overlap like that. But now, that assumption is gone, because this picture didn't just suggest they knew each other, it made it look like they'd been around each other for a while. And once that door opened, people didn't hold back. They started asking how far this connection really goes, and more importantly, what else from that time hasn't been said out loud. But here's where things start to feel less like a coincidence and more like a pattern, because this isn't even the first time people have questioned what Erika Kirk was hiding before she got with Charlie Kirk. As y'all know, Erika went viral right after Charlie died for publicly claiming she had never dated anyone before him.
Out here, I was here for 5 years. I never dated here because I saw vicariously through my roommate how terrible it was. Somehow getting drinks was the replacement of having coffee and breakfast. I personally would rather have coffee or brunch with someone than going, I don't drink. I find it unproductive, not because I'm holier than whatever. I just don't operate that way. But I always thought it was very strange how she would go to drinks with one guy and then go to dinner with another. So it goes to...
And at first, some people took that at face value until the internet did what it always does. Old videos and photos started resurfacing, and within hours, that narrative started falling apart. These were clear timestamp moments showing Erika in multiple relationships, both casual and serious, years before she ever met Charlie. One of the first names that came up was Kat Phillips, one of Charlie's closest friends. There's a post of Erika and Kat on what looks like a painting date, captioned, "Yes, we're that couple that gets painting lessons together." And that alone raised eyebrows. But it didn't stop there. Then people dug up her relationship with Tyler J. Massey, and this one hit even harder. There's footage of them together auditioning for The Amazing Race, and you can see them comfortable, physical, openly suggestive with each other in a way that made it clear this wasn't new or casual.
Gorgeous. You fixing my... Got a little bacon. Babe, that's deep in there. Give them a cleavage. People want cleavage. Showcase it.
Sex sells, babe.
On top of that, there were engagement-style photos of them that had people convinced they were heading towards something permanent. So by this point, the claim that she had never dated was completely shattered. But it wasn't like this information was hidden. It was out there, easy to find, which makes it even stranger that she would say something so easily disproven. Unless there was a reason she didn't want people looking too closely. And maybe somewhere in that same timeline, there was something else she was trying to keep buried. However, the moment that really set people off was this old video from a 2015 Trump rally. Once again, Erika Kirk is right there, but she's not alone. Standing next to her is Tyler J. Massey. At first, that part didn't shock anyone. We already know they were together back then. But it's the little girl standing between them that made people pause, because the way all three of them are interacting felt so comfortable and familiar that they looked like a little family. Now, at the time, that clip just felt confusing, because there was never any confirmed proof that Erika and Tyler had a child together. So most people brushed it off as coincidence or misinterpretation. But now, with that 2019 photo of her standing close with Yair Netanyahu going viral again, people are starting to connect dots they didn't even think to look at before. Because suddenly, that little girl in the 2015 video doesn't feel so random anymore. And even if Tyler Massey is not the father, Yair suddenly looked like a better candidate. And here's the part that really has people side-eyeing everything. Tyler Bauer shows up in both situations. He's in that 2015 rally footage, and he's also right there in the 2019 photo with Erika and Yair. Two completely different moments, years apart, but somehow tied together by the same person in the background. At that point, people stopped looking at these as isolated clips. They started asking if this was all part of the same story, just pieces that hadn't been put together until now. Because if those moments are actually connected, then that raises a much bigger question about that little girl, and where she fits into all of this. Now, here's where everything started to spiral. See, when Candace Owens first began calling out Erika Kirk publicly, people initially thought it was just another messy back and forth. Candace kept framing it as betrayal, saying Erika wasn't who she claimed to be, especially when it came to Charlie Kirk. But at the time, a lot of people didn't fully grasp what she meant. That changed the moment that photo with Yair Netanyahu started circulating. And instead of clearing anything up, Erika went on the offensive. She called Candace a clout chaser, accused her of trying to profit off her grief, even went as far as publicly threatening to silence her. But through all of that, she never actually addressed the core allegations. And that silence, it made people dig even harder. Suddenly, it wasn't just Candace pushing the narrative. Other people started connecting the dots on their own. One person pointed out that Erika, back when she was still Erika France, was Facebook friends with Yair, and that he had even liked one of her photos after she had already started dating Charlie. And when people saw that, it felt like confirmation. This other person was even more direct with it, saying Erika's true love was Yair Netanyahu. And the more people looked at it, the harder it became to ignore one uncomfortable reality. All of this might have been something Erika was hoping nobody would ever piece together.
Now a resurfaced clip from Erika's Megyn Kiley interview, where she claims in it the now famous billionaire donor meeting, that same meeting where Charlie was allegedly offered $150 million and a trip to Israel. Bibi himself was on the phone and asked Charlie in one of his first questions, what would TPUSA do if something happened to you? Now, in hindsight, that question sounds less like strategy and more like a warning.
And this is exactly why Candace Owens isn't letting this go. To her, this was never just about Erika Kirk's dating history. That's just a surface. The real reason she's been so locked in on this story is because she's been pushing a much bigger claim this entire time, that Israel may have played a role in what happened to Charlie Kirk. Candace has repeatedly said that Charlie was under pressure from powerful pro-Israel figures before he died. Not vague pressure either. She's talking about financial leverage, influence, and behind-the-scenes demands that he allegedly couldn't ignore.
They're telling me that just within 48 hours before Charlie passed away, his top Jewish donors were pulling funding from him, demanding that Charlie take their name off of the building that they had donated to Turning Point. I guess I can figure out who that is, how many people could have donated the building. And then once Charlie was killed, they said, never mind, put it back on the building. Okay? Charlie himself had alluded to a tremendous loss of...
Now here's where it gets uncomfortable. She didn't just say it, she dropped receipts. On her podcast, Candace leaked text messages that she says came directly from Charlie, where he confirmed he was being bullied, had lost millions from Jewish donors, and was being forced to leave the pro-Israel cause. Now, as you guys probably know, Charlie built a huge part of his platform around being openly pro-Israel. So for him to suddenly sound frustrated, pressured, and ready to walk away from that, That's the part Candace keeps pointing back to, because to her, that wasn't random. That was a turning point. And now Erika's suddenly being linked to Yair Netanyahu, appearing in those same circles with connections that date back years before Charlie even came into the picture. But if Candace is even partially right, then this isn't just about relationships, or hidden timelines, or old photos resurfacing. It's about why Charlie felt trapped, who he felt pressured by, and how Erika somehow fits right into the middle of all of it. And once you start looking at it that way, that photo from 2019 looks way more suspicious. And that's the part of the story no one has been able to explain yet.